We are at the Skirball. I'm Andy Liu with Press Pass LA, and this G'day USA event is going to be amazing. We'll see all of the Aussie actors, including ex-Prime Minister Kevin Rudd and Angus Sampson. You guys are going to love this carpet tonight. Mr. Duchovny, we're here to raise some money for the LA fire victims. It's such an important reason to be here. But what else is it about Australia that you love, and I guess we love you?
Tim, right behind me, Tim Minchin. I'll be presenting him with an award tonight, and he's a friend of mine. He's Australian. I'm here.
Well, what is it that you're working on that you would love to share with us?
I have a show on Amazon called Malice coming out in a few months. I have a music album I just finished, a book of poetry.
Oh, I love poetry. Tell us about that one. Why did you decide to do that?
I've always written poems. I thought it was time to publish because I hadn't written anything in a while.
Wow, I'm actually really curious to read it. I'm an author myself. I've written 10 books, so I can't wait to look out. What's the book called? Are we allowed to know?
It's called About Time.
Oh, I love that. Okay, you are presenting Teresa Palmer with her, honorary award tonight. She's the best actress. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's an honor. It's an honor to celebrate her and to be here with her tonight and to, acknowledge all the incredible work that she's done.
100%. You've had lots of people that obviously you look up to, and there are so many tonight on the red carpet. I mean, who is kind of making you feel starstruck about their work that they've been acknowledged for in LA?
I mean, there's so many. I mean, this room is always filled with so many incredible people that I look up to, and writers and even producers that, make incredible film and television. So this room is always an incredible room of very talented people.
Tourism Australia is supporting tonight. It's so important, especially to rebuild after what we're raising money for, which is the LA fires.
Yes.
So, Aussies just love to come here. I don't think we need an excuse, do we?
No, I've been so obsessed with America since, I can remember. I was always plotting my trip to America from such a young age, and we love it here. One of my best friends is here, Sarah. Her home burnt down in the Palisades fire. And so this really hits home that the proceeds from the gala are going to the Red Cross, the foundation, to help rebuild after the wildfires. So it's also just a beautiful reason to be here and to celebrate this incredible city and this country, and we love America so much.
It's important to tell the wellness story of apple cider vinegar, isn't it?
Sure, yeah, I think so.
You're already working, you're already going on to Stan shows. What's the new show?
I just finished it last year. I finished a show called Watching You for Stan. I also have a movie coming out on Stan next year called One More Shot. So I am paying my bills, and I hope to continue doing so.
How exciting. You say you're going home to do the Pride performance, but is this Sydney?
I'm going back to Sydney, yeah. I mean, LA was my home for 10 years, just over 10 years, but I moved home and, Sydney's my home now. But, it's going to be so exciting. It's always great there, Pride.
Oh, I mean, there's nothing to fault about that. It's all about the colour and movement and excitement. You're performing tonight as well. What are you looking forward to in that performance? Because, it's time for the Aussies to shine.
Well, yeah, I think we're lucky, Nathaniel and I are singing together and we're covering heaps of Australian acts, and I just think that's so cool for us that we get to, sing all these amazing Australian songs. Even when we were putting them all together, we're like, wow, there are so many great Australian songs, so much great Australian music. So
Listen, you have been on Dancing with the Stars, you're such a creative fashion icon. What's probably the most creative piece of art that you've done since you've been living in LA?
Oh, wow, that's difficult. I mean, living here, I just feel like it really gets all the creative juices going. But I did a play late last year, which was probably one of my favorite things. It was based in a fictional city, but inspired by West Hollywood, where I live. And it was just such an awesome creative endeavor. I loved it so much.
Literally feels close to your new home. So West Hollywood is your new home. Yeah. Does it remind you a little bit of Sydney being in LA?
Yeah, it's definitely like a big Sydney. But LA's always got that magic charm to it. And I kind of like the fact that Sydney and LA, they almost touch each other through an ocean, and it definitely has a feeling of home.
You've seen a lot of Aussies here who are doing really well. We've got Darren Hayes, he's performing tonight. What an icon. Are you starstruck by anyone here?
I mean, it kind of all feels like we're all family, but I love Damon Harriman and Jackie Weaver. I just caught up with them before the carpet, and they're such beautiful people, so to see them here tonight is always exciting.
Darren Hayes, it does not get any more Aussie than you.
Oh, listen, you know what? This is my first G'day LA, which is so crazy. And I've lived here for, on and off, about 25 years. So I feel so lucky to be here. It's great.
Now, Savage Garden, everybody loves and knows that's why you're here to sing tonight. But can you believe that you're singing a song that you wrote 30 years ago? Was it 30 years?
Yes, and I can believe it. I'm so lucky that Daniel and I wrote that song. The fact that any songwriter can be involved in a song that people remember is a gift. I mean, that you dream about that. I think both of us know how lucky we were to have that songwriting chemistry and what those songs, they completely transformed our lives, our families' lives, and the fact that I'm here today is because of those songs and the fans that listen to them. So
Well, you are changing lives tonight because we are raising money for the LA fires, the people that have obviously... Oh, that's a hard one to even describe, but that's doubly important to what is happening right now.
It's the only reason I'm here. I'll be really honest to you, and this is a bit sad. My mother passed away 4 weeks ago. I wouldn't really be out of bed if it weren't for this purpose. But I lived in a neighborhood where I had to flee. The fires came. I have friends who lost everything. Bigger than that, I'm aware that in this town, there are black communities that were 70 years old, disintegrated. These were communities where they were the first homes where some black Americans were allowed to have home loans.
Terrible. That history is gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
And all of the equity that those families had, and they passed on to their children, and it was going to go to their grandchildren, gone. And that breaks my heart. And so the fact that we as Australians have been called to just, and me, little me, Darren from Brisbane, I'm going to sing a song. If I can just be involved in one little act of kindness that can help generate some just financial aid, I'm so happy to be here.